Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Off the Top of Our Heads podcast. This one's a Halloween episode because it's October 1st. But first, that intro totally wasn't ripped off of Stranger Things, and nor is the background, I promise. Today's sponsor, we have multiple sponsors today, but the first one that we're going to shout out is my sister, who does gore makeup on her Instagram channel called jadas.makeup. Please do follow. Thank you very much. Cameron, you have some sponsors as well?
I does. I'd like to say thanks to Style and Pigeon Man Potato for letting me promote this podcast on their Discord servers.
Yummy. Okay, so boys and girls, our topic for boys and girls. So lads, our topic for today is Halloween films, Halloween games, childhood Halloween moments, and Halloween costumes. We're going to start with the Halloween films. What are our favourite Halloween films?
Halloween 2018 was an absolutely incredible film. It's severely underrated.
Okay, Jay, what's your favourite Halloween film?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's not a fucking Halloween. Cameron.
The original Predators.
That's not Alien.
Or Alien. Okay. I mean, to be fair, Halloween, horror,
Yeah, but those are
Okay, no, yeah, I'm just saying like horror films. Right.
Okay, so my favourite Halloween movie, it's probably got to be, what? I don't know. I think I'd go with Pumpkinhead or something like that because it sucks so
I've
badly.
never heard of
It's
that.
so funny.
What is it?
Pumpkinhead is like this dude. Some kids go like on a little summer vacation and they absolutely murk this kid with a truck. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the dad, to get revenge, cast like an old evil witch spell.
It's just like what they made that parody of in The Simpsons. That
Yeah.
massive pumpkin gun.
They cast this huge like spell. He casts this huge spell, and he turns like occasionally into this monstrous being, yeah, and he like destroys these children. Like, he punches them to death and stuff, and he like.
That sounds like my
Jesus
average
Christ.
Thursday night.
And it's just really cool. I think like the effects are alright, and then he doesn't like turn into like himself turn into it, but he transfers his soul into something called Pumpkinhead.
That is like severely cursed sounding, and I
It
really want
is
to watch
so
that.
cursed,
What's it called?
but
The Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, it's called Pumpkinhead. It's good.
Oh,
And remember, we're on Spotify and soon to be
Oh,
iTunes.
yeah, and also
Quick
we're
intervention.
On Spotify. Yeah, quick dip into this. We're on Spotify now.
and in the next sort of couple of days, we'll also be up on iTunes as well.
Oh
so
yeah, which means
both the first episode and this one will also be up there at the same time.
yes. So this episode is hopefully going to be much better because this episode we've got a script.
I did it.
We're prepared.
Yeah, Cameron wrote the script. I did obviously the graphics and stuff, and the new graphics that you're seeing for our header was also done by me.
Yeah.
I
At the
en-
Pixel Fit.
Yeah, I enjoyed spending like 10 hours drawing Connell's ugly mug,
And then like
Hell
the rest of the
yeah.
time on my face.
and I also took
And
a
your
couple
big
breaks.
ear.
I only took like 20 minutes on you. Yeah, both mine and your heads only took 20 minutes. Jay, you've got like a very like memorable face
Neck.
shape, so it only
At least you
took.
got a massive neck.
It literally took. The worst thing that was doing was your hair, and then once I looked at a picture, I was like, okay, that's easy, and then I did it.
My hair is just a bright orange sort of circle.
No, it's
Just
not.
a
It's
circle.
not.
all it is.
It is not. You look like George Beard, yeah. Captain Underpants.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Halloween films.
Yeah.
Halloween 2018 was actually incredible, and I'm so glad they're making another 2 films.
Didn't
Wait,
watch
are
it.
they?
Yeah, they announced it like 2 months ago.
I did not watch it.
They're making one in 2020 and then one in 2021.
Oh,
And
I
they're
never
all
watched it.
continuing after the end of Halloween 2018, when Michael supposedly died in the basement fire.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Thanks for spoiling it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
2018.
Yeah, like you intended to ever watch it. It
Um,
is. I really like it though.
So, what's some of our favourite moments
Just in what in general?
in horror films and Halloween films?
I don't know, because there are so many Halloween films out there, and obviously horror films. So you have stuff like Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which was so different.
That was good.
I loved it.
I like it where where his claw is his hand.
Yeah.
I think my favourite one is the hospital kill where he like whacks around the room like some ragdoll.
Wait, which one is?
Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where he's got the
In which-
fedora on.
Oh
He-
yeah.
she's in the hospital room and he's like, "Found you, bitch," and then he picks her up and like slaps her like a rock. Yeah. Jay, since you're one of the people here that don't really watch horror films or scary movies in general, What's one of your favorite horror films? Or well, actually, what's some of your favorite moments and one of your favorite horror films?
What, in films?
Yeah. No. It has to be horror films. Has to be horror films.
I like it when what was it called? Aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Jesus
Thanks
Christ,
for blowing
that
out
was
everyone's
loud.
eardrums.
That
You
was a bit loud.
absolute brainlet.
Yeah, as I was saying, so my sort of favourite films in general are horror films.
Yeah.
Just because you get such sort of an adrenaline rush and anxiety watching them as well.
Stop it,
It's,
Jay.
it's weird, but it's
I
so much fun to watch.
I do enjoy it though when you're watching a good horror movie and then it just suddenly gets wacky. Like you're watching a horror movie, yeah, and then you just see like the fucking main villain like 2 feet away, yeah, and then the main like person that's running around is just like, they're coming after me.
Then
And
they
like, their
stereotypically
neighbour-
trip over
yeah,
and
and then their
die.
neighbour's just looking at them like, well, ain't that a damn shame?
Yes, the final girl.
Scary movies a horror film?
Scary Movie's not a horror
Kinda.
movie, no.
Okay.
Scary Movie's a parody on horror movies.
Ah.
And I think my favorite bit from Scary Movies, or one of the movies, I can't remember which one it is, but they have a chase sequence where she's being chased, and as classic horror movie tropes, every time she falls over, a new piece of her clothing gets ripped off, and she ends up just running around in her underwear, and it's really funny because it's just like the incompetency of like the damsels in that movie.
Which is the one where is it Scream when crashes, it like stabs her in the boot and then implants come out.
I think that's Scary Movie.
I like that. It's funny.
You know, Matthew Lillard was in Scream.
Oh,
Matthew
Wait,
Lillard
really?
voiced Shaggy, which means technically Shaggy has been in Scream. So there is a
Shaggy's
chance.
in the Scream CU.
So Shaggy's like I'm gonna stab you, and she's like,
Please
don't hurt me. Because like at the end of Scream, they reveal that there was more than one person.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick.
I do think that I love films like Scream and Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods was
Where
it was alright. It was
they're just
Yeah.
they're just parodies, and they do so well at it. Especially Scream. Scream does a really good job making
a
parodies.
good parody. Well, it's not really a parody, but it sort of makes fun of some horror movies.
Like there's the one kill in Scream, in the first one,
yeah.
where there's this guy watching. I think it's like watching the original Halloween, and he's like watching the bit where like Michael's
Oh, is
right
it
behind
is it
her.
an H20?
I
Zombies
can't remember which
H20.
one it is. I think it might be just the original.
Yeah.
But where like Michael's coming up behind Laurie, and then the guy sitting on the sofa is like turn around as the killer is walking up behind him doing the exact same thing, and it's just mirroring basically what's happening in Halloween, but just in Scream instead. And I don't know why, it was just so funny and well done.
It is pretty decent. I think a good one is a good. Oh, I've just forgotten it. I had like something in my head. And no, Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead. Evil Dead I love because the first movie tries to be horror, and then it goes like too far. Like if you've seen Evil Dead, you know what I mean by it goes too far. Because in Evil Dead they have a scene where a tree attacks someone, and boy howdy does
Basically
it attack
fucks them.
someone. Yeah,
But the tree basically fucks them.
it is. It's the it's the wanking willows. Look out, Hermione!
The thing is, because Sam Raimi said in an interview that is the one scene that he regrets, because when
Yeah.
Evil Dead came out, everyone was like, yeah, that's a bit questionable.
I think a good shot though is the shot
not
where the
not
the
scary,
spirit
it's
is
just
flying through the
sick.
house to possess people,
Yeah.
and it chases after us. That's
Oh, and the
just Sam
camera.
Raimi on a dirt bike.
Yeah, I know.
The
That's
director
all it
was
is.
like, okay, I need to get this shot, and he's like, yeah, if you take away the music from that scene, it's just. Sam was like, look out, I got a camera! Oh shit!
Is he just driving through the woods? Can you imagine if they did that on the TV show as well, in Ash vs Evil Dead?
I think they do make a reference to it.
Well, I mean, there are shots like that in Ash vs Evil Dead, where
No,
it's just a
that's done
camera
in
going through the woods.
That's done in a dolly.
I mean, I really wish they would have done it homage to the film.
But it's really like I think it's so cool. And then you get to Evil Dead 2, which is more of a comedy movie.
Yeah,
because
because that's what they did in Evil Dead 1. The reception to that film was them being, "Hey, this is quite funny,"
yeah.
as opposed to more of a horror. So like, "Hey, let's crank that up in Evil 2 and just make it a living fucking meme."
Like my favorite scene where Ash cuts his hand off and then starts laughing for a solid 3.5 minutes.
Dude, Bruce Campbell's a national fucking treasure, honestly.
Well, yeah, he's an American national treasure, not over here, you fuck.
It doesn't mean that he's not a treasure.
And what's that, Connor? What's that, Seg?
Segue.
Yeah,
Brum.
segue into the fact that Bruce Campbell was in the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
He was also in the Spider-Man video games. In the Spider-Man movies, he is the wrestler announcer. He is the dude that takes the keys at the front. I can't remember what they call him. Is it
Keys?
you know?
Car bouncer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, valet.
And then he's the valet, and then he's the ticket dealer in Spider-Man 3.
I think his appearance in Spider-Man 1 is definitely the best.
No, I think my favorite one is when he's in the video games. And he's
Oh,
like,
I love
"You suck at this game." It's like, "Thank you." Bruce
Swing from
Campbell."
that building now.
Yeah, but it's the way he's like, "What's your name, kid?" And he's like, "The Spider-Man," or whatever it was. Was it the
That was
Spider-Man?
him.
Yeah, that was Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell.
Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell.
How the hell is he in like a wrestling thing? Then whatever it's called.
Well, no, because
He-
Evil Dead came out first, and then he'd gain like, he'd gain like because him and Sam Raimi became friends through Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And then Sam Raimi was like, "I'm gonna put you in my films," and it was like, "Okay." And then they did it.
Okay. He basically just became a Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah.
For the
Before
duration
Stan
of
Lee
those,
cameo-
Yeah,
before
exactly.
Stan
For
Lee
those
cameos.
duration of those three films.
Yeah. And also video game cameos because he actually decided to like voice all 3 video
Yeah.
games.
I mean, he
Sick.
voiced the character Ash Williams in Dead by Daylight.
Well,
Like they got.
Of
they
course,
got,
you have to bring up Dead by Daylight.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
Dead
a
by
horror
Daylight.
game. It's
Okay.
Halloween. Don't expect me
so-
not to.
Hang on, is there, who's seen the 2018 Overlord? Was it last year?
I did. That was great.
What was it? What is it?
Amazing.
Overlord is 2018.
It's
2018
about
is
a
Overlord.
it's about a group of like Nazis trying to
It's
bring back
not.
the dead.
It's
Or
about
Germans,
It's
whatever, I
about,
don't give a
it's
shit.
about a group of paratroopers who are flying over.
Yeah, but it's about yeah.
German France.
They are in the attic.
They are up there. and upon that, they get bombed from the sky.
That's called being shot down.
Shut up, mate. No, they're bombed.
Bombed
Yeah.
from the
And
sky.
then it's essentially that you start. There was like 5 of them that start off, and then it ends up with 4. They get knocked out of the sky, and then our main fella, I can't remember what his name is, but he
No, I haven't seen it in a while.
he goes around and he's trying to find the
Basically, at the
rest
start
of
of the film is a
them,
pussy as well.
and he's just trying to complete his mission. So my favorite scene I think from that whole movie is like the ultra steroid zombie boss fight.
Oh, what? Right.
That just
Wait, which
sounds
one? Which
amazing.
one?
It's
Where
like-
they
it's-
fight his mate, or the one after that?
No.
Or the
wh-
no? Oh wait, when
where-
the
where
two,
they
the
fight his
American
mate.
and they
No,
fight each other.
I like that bit, but I also like the bit where they fight his mate. Because he's like, what's happening to me? And then he just breaks a beam of wood in like a tap.
Just
It's sick.
loads an entire clip into his
Yeah.
back.
Did he break his neck?
Yeah, his
Yeah, he
neck
does.
was like-
He snaps his neck backwards, and he's just like still alive, which is
Yeah, and
crazy.
then he pulls it all the way back
Jesus.
forward, and it's
Yeah.
fucked. It's
That-
such a good
That
film, though.
movie was sick.
And then the bit where he's in the facility at the start, and he finds that woman with her
Yeah.
head fucking in the
And,
box.
and she's still alive.
Yeah.
She screams it.
Wog1, how you doing?
You know what that reminds me of? Though? Seeing that woman's head in the box. Yeah, it reminded me of Return to Oz. I don't think anyone here has seen that, but
Return to what?
Return to Oz.
No.
But in that movie, there's a scene where Dorothy walks into this like evil witch's room, and she's got heads in boxes, and then she tries to steal like the ruby slippers to get back home. And as she does it, one of the heads wakes up, and they all scream at her.
Jesus Christ, that sounds
And then like
haunted.
the headless woman just like starts. She goes. She's like, and she runs at her. It's like
Wait, how does she? Hang on, how does she run at her?
she's headless, so like she's an evil witch, but
She just rolls.
She runs. The woman's body runs.
Oh, no head though.
No,
yeah,
but,
no,
like, she-
yeah, that's
so no head?
She's headless.
She does put a head on, but like, yeah. So, what are our favorite characters from horror movies?
Oh god. It really depends, because do you mean sort of main characters like the final
Any.
girls and stuff,
Any
or
characters.
killers or whatever? Because
Any?
girls, a big breath. Shut the.
Don't
Okay.
ever say that on this podcast
I mean,
ever again.
no. To be fair though, half the sort of quote-unquote old.
Craven.
To be fair, half of the sort of old Halloween, like not Halloween, but like horror films, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers and stuff. They are quite booby films.
Booby.
Help me!
that's
He's
what they
chasing
call it.
after me, and my shirt accidentally fell off.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
Please don't kill me with your big weapon, Mr. Evil Man.
I mean, in the original Halloween films, there were a lot of scenes where they were just big old knockers out.
Which is where Scary Movie gets the parody from.
Exactly. But I think
Call back.
I do think my sort of favorite characters from my favorite sort of film series will have to be Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
I agree.
He is absolutely brilliant because he is so unique. Like, bro, who the fuck thinks in their mind? Yeah, let's make a dream demon who has some fucking sharp fingernails.
He doesn't have sharp fingernails.
No, I know,
He
but
wears a glove.
that's the
That's
joke.
my
You
mum.
fucking.
Do you know what my favorite bit is?
It's your mum.
Let's talk about Halloween films, and specifically the bad ones. So
Oh,
by the
no.
bad ones, I mean the remakes, and I mean just the genuinely bad ones.
Super Freddy with the Nintendo Power Glove.
Oh my fucking
That-
god.
That is
Why?
the most awful thing, and yet the best thing at the
so
same fucking
I think
time.
we should note where this comes from. This comes from the third movie, isn't it? Dream Catchers.
Yeah.
something like that.
No,
Dream Warriors.
no, it's not this. It's not the
Yeah.
third one that
It's
the
Dream
Power
Warriors.
Glove.
not?
I swear it is.
No, Dream Warriors is the actual good. So there's the original, then there's the one which is basically a really gay film.
And then there's two.
And-
Yeah, and then there's
yeah,
Dream
and
Warriors.
then there's Dream Warriors, but Dream
where
Warriors
they're
is
in
the
a
good
mental
one.
institution.
Yeah, but that doesn't have Power
Yeah, it
Glove
does, as
Freddy.
Power Glove Freddy.
No, it doesn't. That's
swear it does.
in the fourth
Um,
one. That's in the fourth one. Because the fourth
Either
one,
way, Power Glove Freddy.
the fourth one was super rushed and just not as good. But yeah,
I'm
it's
almost
definitely in
certain
the
it's
fourth
the
one.
third
I'm pretty sure.
No, yep. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I think.
Yeah, told you.
Is
Because
it?
the third film was actually the good one.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
But yeah, just Power Glove Freddy was so awful. Like, there's a lot of not Freddy Krueger sort of everywhere, and they made how many films did they make to it? Like 8, I think.
Yeah, they made a lot.
They're my skills, by
Yeah,
the
it
way.
And
is
they were-
Night-
they
yep,
were all
no,
just-
it's Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
There were like at least 3-4 of them that were decent. But then a lot of them sort of trailed off, and they couldn't come up with many good ideas.
My least favorite Freddy Krueger is the one from the remake.
Oh,
where
what you mean the?
They go from scary man with his scary glove to he's a paedophile,
Well, okay.
which just pisses me off.
To be fair, in the Wes Craven films, they did hint at it.
Yeah, they hinted at it, but it was subtle and it was nice.
Mm.
But in this one, they're just like, we killed him because he was a pedo that liked our children. And then the main character who forgot who she was and then remembers at the end of the
Repressed
film
memories.
she was touched by pedo Freddy. And,
Scary Jerry.
no, I refuse.
I mean, okay. In defense of the reboot in what was it, 2010?
The effects were slightly okay.
I will admit it was kind of stupid that they basically just ripped off scenes from the original,
I don't like his face.
trying to act as homages, like the one where
The boiler room.
like when the one where there's the girl in the body bag being dragged across the school hallway, and the one where they get sort of thrown up. They're in their bedroom. They get thrown up into the air by Freddy, and like they get slashes to their
Yeet.
stomach, and then they just fall.
Yeah.
Like those in the original are so well done because they're all practical as well. But in the remake, they're just not nearly as well done.
One thing I don't like in the remake is Freddy's face because he's ugly.
Yeah, but it's more accurate to burn victims apparently.
I don't
As
care.
I don't like
don't care.
accuracy in my
It's-
Freddy
it's-
films.
It's his representation of what he looks like to be scary.
Mm.
If Freddy wanted to not have a nose, then they wouldn't have given him a nose in the original. Also, the fact that he can cut his chest open and make green maggots come out, that's pretty sick.
That was weird. I will admit that
I
was
want to talk
weird.
about a horror movie that I don't think anyone here would have seen, but I've seen it and do quite enjoy. It's called Leprechaun. And
Oh,
there are
okay,
like-
yeah,
There are like
alright, here we go.
7 of them, and my favorite. The reason it's one of my favorites, it's purely because the Leprechaun is a little bitch in his own movies.
He's a massive cunt.
Because he shows up like, who's got me gold? And then he gets punted by Jennifer Aniston's like, oh, me gold.
No.
And then he goes into the hood and he makes someone like, he expands them.
It's a weird. This is just a weird film series.
It is a very
When
weird
did the first one come out?
It came out 1990, I think.
God damn. Yeah, because I remember
2018. No, 2019 was the most recent one.
they made one in 20. They made one this year.
Yeah,
You're
it's
kidding.
called Leprechaun Returns.
Oh
Actually,
dear,
right.
no.
Doesn't have Warwick Davis in it though. 1993. Doesn't have Warwick Davis in it though.
I don't know. I know that I've watched it. It was just a while ago, and I remember being haunted for life by this little fucking Irish little cunt who's a massive dickhead.
Okay, so we've talked about horror films. We've talked about our favorite horror film stuff. We've spoken briefly on our favorite horror.
Yeah,
film
yeah,
characters.
we've spoken. Jay said a whole fuck all.
Let's
Yeah, because I had the mic on me.
so let's go on to something that Jay can actually talk about. Jay and Cameron.
Epic Gamers.
Really?
Halloween video games.
Can I have the mic, please?
Actually, can I say something first? Alright, so
Yeah.
my favourite thing that I've seen Halloween game that I really enjoyed was the Halloween themed DLC for Borderlands 2. Do
What?
you remember that?
Yeah.
No?
What
do.
was it?
It was like a. Oh,
I'll get the
fuck's-
name of it now.
Yeah, I don't remember it. But there was
It's me.
TK Baja's Bloody Harvest.
that's it.
Do I even want to know what that's about?
It was actually quite a good DLC. I really
Apparently, it
enjoyed
gives Zero a pumpkin head, which looks pretty nice.
It
Ooh.
is. I have it. It's quite good.
Spooky.
And Krieg.
Scary
Oh, it gives Krieg it as well. That's pretty neat. I like Krieg's head.
Hey guys, do you want to hear about a game that hasn't gotten a Halloween update in like 3 years? TF2. Well, just an update in general.
There's a reason for that.
It's still in like the top 5 most played Steam games at the
Yeah,
moment.
but the fact that we spoke like last time briefly that its stock market went and is not recovered.
No, it's completely fine now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. So did I say what Valve did?
Yeah, they messed up real bad.
No, I mean
We know what they
how
did.
they
We don't
fixed
need
it.
to go into depths. We don't need to go into on the social fixings of TF2.
Bruh,
But I do
economics.
what I want to talk about is it's not a horror game disc, yeah, but it's a game disc that brings me horror, and it's a Sonic Unleashed disc.
Oh god.
It's just got his face. No, it's a Sonic 2006 one because it's just his whole face.
It's cursed as hell.
He's just like, ah, yeah, my face, and he's like running at the disc. It's like, please don't ever come near me ever again.
Oh, is this Unleashed?
No, but Unleashed it could technically class as a horror game because you have a werewolf in it. Well, not a werewolf, a werehog. Even though the fact that were is for man, so it's technically manhog. The
Well,
in
shit.
werewolf.
Gotta love them man.
Oh,
hogs.
does anyone remember the Halloween levels in Simpsons Hit and Run?
Oh,
yes.
Level is amazing.
that game is amazing.
That game, I really want to just remaster it. Just remaster it. Don't add anything. Just remaster the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just give us like.
That's what Game said the other day.
Yeah, but
What the fuck?
Yeah, but remember it's EA. They're gonna add loot boxes to it somehow.
Loot boxes for
Only
different
unlock
cosmetics.
promo if you pay like
You'll be playing the game.
£500.
Here's the thing: you'll be playing the game. You get merge, pay $3 so I can dress up in my moo. It's
Oh,
like
Jesus.
Exactly.
Don't
that is just like the EA game.
that's going to be like that. When you get Fallen Jedi, it's going to come out. They're not going to promise any loot boxes 2 months later. If you want a
That's,
brown
um,
lightsaber, pay £3.
That will forever remind me of the comment they left on a Reddit post complaining about Battlefront 2's complete bullshit pay to win factor, and it's got
Hang on. Battlefront 2 is not pay to win.
It used to be.
It used to be. Yeah, it
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to be.
Battlefront 2
No,
is
no.
just bad.
Yeah,
It's
but
not that
no.
bad.
But it is the most
It is.
downvoted comment on Reddit is from EA support because of Battlefront 2's bullshit. It was so funny.
I know. I did see a lot of like hate comments though.
Yeah,
Everything
they
is
got
purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
That's my favourite line.
EA support. The EA support account got the most downvoted comment on Reddit ever because of their response saying that the game isn't pay to win when it clearly was.
Yeah, it's not like you have to pay £500 to get your fucking stormtrooper maxed out. It's annoying.
Suck it, we're
Gaming. EA, by the way.
EA Sports.
So what are some actual? Okay. I want to speak about not specific like game Halloween DLCs, but just horror games in general.
Friday the 13th game.
I fucking love that.
Stinky.
Shut up.
You're stinky.
So I want to talk about the little demo that came out on the PS4 like years ago called PT.
Yeah,
It was so good!
Yeah.
Yeah, and
PT
then,
is so good.
and then they decided to pull it from the PS Store, and basically no one remembers it.
That game's come back up recently because it was found out that Lisa, the character who kills you at the end of the game, yeah, she's always following you.
Well, shit.
I'm now never fucking playing it ever. I mean, I can't,
Yeah.
but
From the second that you wake up,
even wanna know.
she's always following you, and that makes it even more terrifying.
I.
You can never see her.
The thing is, PT isn't necessarily scary. It's the fucking atmosphere in
Yeah.
it. Oh,
PT
it's
is
so
scary.
well done.
Five
It
Nights at
has
Freddy's.
really good. Shut
up.
the fuck up.
Everyone, fuck
It has
off.
really good like sound design, and it's got really good visual design, and it's just that house is just on its own terrifying. It's like a cramped
Yeah.
corridor.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was basically what the entire thing was.
And I don't want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's because Five Nights at Freddy's is just you sitting in
Shit.
a room for 10 seconds and then a little bear pops out and goes, "Ah," and you go, "Ah." And the only reason it ever got popular is because YouTubers like PewDiePie and Markiplier like watched it and went,
Money.
"This is scary. Please
Big
play."
scare.
And then everyone bought it.
When I was in year 8, which is when those games started coming out, I remember I had two mates, and we used to sit at lunch every day in the library and just theorize on it. It was the saddest moment of my life.
I think you need to
I
go.
wonder if Freddy Fazbear's a man.
You're the sort of person that I can see in 2.5 years buying that new latex shag doll, yeah?
Oh, fuck yes.
What the fuck are you on about?
Talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, right, okay. I'm pretty sure so there was a teaser put out recently for it.
What a new Five
Yeah,
Nights
they're
at Freddy's
making
game?
a new one
Yeah,
yet
for
again.
fuck's sake.
They've got an AR game coming out on the phones where you zap the monsters as they get closer to you, or you'll die in Five Nights at Freddy's AR. And it's like really bad.
No, hang on. There's a rip-off of Five Nights at Freddy's on the Play Store. It actually scared me a little bit because they
You
designed.
little bitch.
No. It's how they design the fucking jump scares.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, I've just decided to go check the Five Nights at Freddy's website, and they've got a 80s rockin' Freddy Fazbear. Do you guys want to come around and look at this?
Jesus
Yeah, hang on one
Christ.
sec.
He's got a microphone. Look at this. Why is he buff?
Oh, cool, Mike.
Bruh.
Why is he buff?
Buff.
What the fuck? He's minted.
Yeah, he's buff.
Minted,
Finn, do it. Do buff. You know who?
Like, check it out, man. I'm buff.
The host mic.
Oh yeah, Cameron got the host mic for 2 seconds. Now back to your spot,
Oh,
peasant.
yeah, oh my god, he is buff. I just pulled it up on the. Holy
Why
fucking
you?
shit!
Hold on, I'm gonna check
What?
FNAF.com.
Yeah, they've just put it up onto my laptop, so now this is going to
What
be
am
my
I looking at? Okay,
thick Fazbear.
Guys, we can buy FNAF.com.
okay. I'm just wondering why they've decided to turn an original horror game in 2014 into a fucking anime,
Oh my
like
fucking.
a thick
it's
robotic
going to go
anime.
super robot. No.
Okay. Horror games.
hydraulics in my
Jay, what is your favorite horror game?
I have two.
Then say it.
What are
Are
they?
they?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
I have already said it. It's Friday the 13th, but I have a reason for that.
Why is that?
Because you're gay.
Probably.
I like
I mean,
the
if
holodeck
you still
in
play
that
the game, then yes.
I like it, yeah.
I like waiting 30 minutes to get in a lobby with 2 people.
That's what.
Look,
Yeah.
collapsed by some sweat.
It's like Dead by Daylight,
talk.
yeah. It's
Nice.
just Dead by Daylight, but dad.
To,
Sad,
no,
sorry.
no, to be fair, right, Dead by Daylight, usually you get 30-minute queues at like the highest rank. They've
Yeah, but you
been
can play
like
Steve.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but you can play Steve Harrington.
Exactly.
And
I've already.
Nancy! My name is Nancy! They call me that.
Are we really already bringing back the old fucking memes?
It's called a reference, you silly fucker.
I already have someone who I know who will comment that as soon as I hear it. You
Th-
pigeon man potato.
Okay, we
I know
can't
you.
reference something from last fucking week.
Yes,
Yeah, we can.
Well, we can,
just
but
did,
we,
bitch.
we just seem extremely
Um,
unoriginal.
So, we've talked about our favourite
Like every
horror
other
Halloween
podcaster.
games. We've talked about our some of the DLCs that featured Halloween elements that we liked. Let's talk about our childhood Halloween moments.
I actually don't have any.
The last, the last
Hmm.
actual memory I have of a Halloween time is just before I went to go trick or treating. They had Scooby Doo and the Pirate's Curse on, and I watched it.
Oh my.
And then I went out trick or treating at 7 p.m. and I thought it was really late, and I thought it was really cool. And someone gave me a baby bell.
A baby bell. So,
A
so
baby.
you didn't even get candy. You just
No, I
watched
did
candy.
get sweets, yeah, but I got a baby bell. And also
Fucking
Halloween
baby bell.
moments that aren't childhood. Let's talk about bloody. Let's talk about Dr. Frights and Night of Halloween Frights.
Oh my god.
Okay, I've never been to them. Are they good?
Never. It's decently alright. I like going around it and being completely unamused because it's not that scary. But it's
Isn't
alright.
isn't it just a bunch of unpaid cunts in costumes?
It's a
going,
bunch. It's a
"Ah."
bunch of people, yeah, and they'll walk up to you, and occasionally I get the and you go.
Sorry. Jesus Christ. So you all just. I fucking hate every single one of you because that's so accurate.
You could just do it from moving away from the mic.
Why has that brought us so much amusement?
Okay, so yeah, so are they like 'cause how much are the tickets? They're like 20 quid, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
That's why I didn't go. Because Finn, you asked me to go last year, but I didn't want to. Because fuck paying like 20 quid to not be scared.
Yeah, my sister has gone to like
just look at
3 of
Jay.
them, and I just remember saying, yeah, from what I've heard of
Sorry, I
them,
looked at Jay.
they sound like ass. Why do you pay so much money?
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun to take the piss out of the unpaid workers there.
Yeah.
Nice.
It
Exactly.
literally goes like this. Boo! Ah! Ah! Oh.
Ah, well, shit.
The sudden realization
Oh,
that you
you got me
spent
there.
20 quid to get slightly
Oh.
spooked.
Jeez, you really got me there.
I want to quickly, since apparently we all managed to gloss over it, I want to talk about the disappointment, really.
Why?
Connell when he goes downstairs at 2 p.m. and there's no grated cheese.
Yeah, why do you... yeah, that's the reason I never sleep. I gotta get that grated... I gotta have
Gotta
like
get
the
that
scent of
grated
grated cheese.
He goes downstairs at 2 p.m. There's no cheese, lad.
Since we all managed to somehow gloss over one of the more recent releases in terms of films, It Chapter 2.
Bad, terrible.
Exactly. No! The failure that was it.
Do you know what? The issue with it is, the issue with it is that Pennywise is not a villain. He is just
Exactly.
a guy that said, that was my hand, Cameron, that was me.
Oh, man, what?
He's just a villain, yeah. He just shows up like, well, hey there, little boy. You want to die? And then
I'm
little
gonna
kid-
rape you now.
And the thing that,
Alright,
the scene that annoys me the most is the scene with the grandmother. And the reason it annoys me the most is because that scene, for those who haven't seen it, entails little Granny Moo going out into the kitchen, for some reason stripping off completely naked.
Oh, that was in the
She,
that was in the
um,
trailer.
The
wasn't
lady,
it?
like, so this old lady, and I don't know whether or not she's scared, but
Pretty
she
sure.
goes out. She goes out to a kitchen to go get cookies. Well, she says that she is.
Yeah,
cookies.
yeah, that was in the trailer.
And she comes back in, and she like goes out, and you see her walk across the screen, and she's like completely naked. And then, she comes out, and she looks like a PS2 model.
Oh God, no!
She runs out the room, and she's screaming. And she looks like a PS2 model. Like, I'm not
Jesus
even joking.
Christ. Bruh. Imagine playing It Chapter 2 on the PS2.
Bro, imagine loading It Chapter 2. Pennywise comes up and goes, I'm not
Hey,
scared
bro.
anymore.
No way.
Just yell at me and I'll die. Yeah.
I've heard that because obviously in the original, Pennywise isn't necessarily set to being a clown, is he?
No,
He
in
is
the
his own
end-
entity.
In the end, he changes into a giant arachnid-like creature from
Yeah.
space.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he's like, and then there's like, that's the fear. That's where your fear comes from.
Yeah.
The effect doesn't look great nowadays, but back then, if you were to see that thing, you'd be like, oh my
Yeah.
God,
Because I've heard that in this recent
that's really scary.
I heard that in Chapter 2.
He doesn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. It just focuses on him being a clown.
He
which
grows
is really
claws
stupid.
and like a spider thorax and stuff like that, but he doesn't become spider. But because he's still got his huge clown head, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not a clown."
It-
It's like,
it-
you
I
are.
don't know. Like that just seems kind of stupid. Keeping on because that's not the point of it. It's meant to be its own entity that feeds off fear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it's just a clown, when clowns aren't even scary to begin with, it's really just stupid. So I don't know. I never really understood the whole sort of making. I mean, sure, people do find clowns scary, but sort of keeping it just on that seems a bit
To be
stupid.
fair though, clowns aren't that scary.
Exactly.
So, now that we've
I
spent,
just love you knowing that my mum
Moment.
scared the shit out of clowns.
now
so
that
I
we've
use
done
that
that,
as my
I want to
advantage.
backtrack onto the other subjects so we can keep bouncing off of the subjects that we've got, because the issue that we've had with this podcast I've started to notice so far is that Jay and Cameron haven't spoken for this whole fucking
I
episode.
fucking have.
Jay has occasionally walked up to the mic and been like,
Yeah.
I've said quite a bit.
right.
Cunt.
wonder
Anyway, so I want to go back to the Halloween games.
Nah, Dead by Daylight.
And I want to talk about Amnesia.
Oh,
And the reason I want to speak about
The
Amnesia
fuck is that?
is because
oh,
Wait,
basically.
no. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Minecraft. I want to talk about Minecraft. The
No,
nether,
no. We were
the
talking about
nether-
amnesia.
The
Let's
not-
nether
over.
in Minecraft is scary. When you were a child and you went in the nether in Minecraft, it
Bruh.
was scary.
Going into the Nether for the first time and hearing the ghast go.
Yeah.
When I seen that big fucker's like.
that was scary. But nowadays, when you go in there, you're like, yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times. before,
Bored.
it's scary.
Alright, come on, Amnesia. This is what we're here to
Amnesia.
talk about.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
It is a brilliant game.
It is.
It is hot, isn't it? Campbell old foot.
I don't know how you guys get so hot in here.
My butt's sweating like a nanny.
But Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Oh, such a good game. So good.
What is it?
Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and also the sequel, Amnesia: Machine for Pigs, was a game where you're being chased by some just terrifying creature, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little game. It was free on Steam. It's not anymore.
Wait, Amnesia Dark Descent.
Yeah. The original one.
Is that thing that's got this mouth open?
Yeah, the one that PewDiePie played where he made the Barrows joke. Yep.
Isn't the amnesia when you feel like you're in the darkness for too long, you start going insane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also that in Don't Starve, which is not a horror game, but just a fun game.
Okay. No, it's not a horror game, but the forest. Some of the fucking creatures in that game are
I've not played the forest.
weird.
I've not played the forest.
I
Is
don't
it
like
good?
Mate, there's a fucking mutant that's like 10 arms, and then there's little mutant babies.
Oh, you know what? I've just thought. Speaking of like scary, like terrifying games, Mario Kart Tour.
Oh no.
The only reason it's scary is because you got to pay £3 for 3 gems that get you nothing.
Yeah, I want to pay.
for it.
No.
I want to. Yeah, I definitely just want to pay like $50.
No.
I do just want to pay $50 to get Dry Bones Bowser.
I've not paid £70 to get I have paid £70 to buy things in the game. I would never ever do that.
If
Wait,
you
did
did-
you actually?
No,
I was gonna say you probably would though.
Sorry.
I actually didn't though.
I
So
don't understand the point of paying for stuff in Mario Kart Tour. Just play the game. I mean, I know it's gonna take you about 3 years, but you know, sure.
yeah, I know. Anyway, Halloween costumes. What's the best Halloween costumes
Oh,
you've ever
no.
dressed up as? Best competitions or parties we've been to, and trick or treating.
About 2 years ago, my mum decided to give me a bin bag and a blue haired wig and say, yeah, do something with this. So I went out and got absolutely hammered with it. It was not a good idea.
What have you been here, my
Trying to walk about in a bin bag with some leg holes cut out and a blue wig, and when you like very not sober, is not fun. I can confirm.
I think as a kid, every single year I used to dress as the same thing. I used to go to the same party, and I used to love it. You know do you know the TA Centre in town?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go there every year with a few friends from primary school. I used to always dress up as either Dracula.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the stereotypical.
Yeah,
You know, they've
I
got
know,
the
I know,
fucking
yeah.
plastic teeth as well. And then they used to, and then the Grim Reaper. As in one year, my mum made she got a stick from our garden and then carved like this plastic fucking.
Could you just went to Poundland? I think my thing with Halloween costumes is that I don't really care about them, and they're usually a bit terrible. My favourite one is there's
Unless
a
you spend
party
a
shop
lot of time on them.
in Northampton. There's a party shop called
What?
There's a party shop.
There's a party.
Was this when we walked past and we were
Yeah.
going to go into?
And I went in there one
Bruh.
time, and they had Sexy Plumber Girl Player 2, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, what a
Oh,
Halloween
no.
costume. And then they had things like Captain of the Sea Sparrow, and that was a great one. And then another one that was in there was like they've got this like huge Shrek latex mask in there, which is great.
Oh
Fucking
my
hell.
god. Okay, you need to give me the address, and I will drive that, and I
It's
will
50
fucking.
quid.
I do not care.
It's in
I
town.
may be poor. I will
I
go
think-
into debt for a Shrek latex mask.
I think another thing that we should speak about just before the end is our quick little outro before we do it is
Yeah, and Jay's got a story.
Jay, yeah, hold on, fine then, Jay, give us the story. Maybe you should have announced that, before I continued.
Well, no, because you started talking
You know,
about
you're
something
3
else.
years away from the mic at all times, and you're eating food over there,
I'm not.
disrespecting this podcast that I'm working hard on.
We're all working hard.
It's
on it.
basically-
shut up.
I watched. I can't remember what it's called. I watched.
Well, amazing.
Great. Yeah.
No, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. I
That
can't remember
Christmas
what's.
movie.
I can't. It's Halloween as well.
No, it's not.
Well, it just
It's
is.
not
Though,
Jay-
isn't
Yeah,
it?
for like
Jay's
2
just-
seconds.
There's a
Jay's just a
skeleton
pussy.
on it. So it's Halloween.
It's Halloween for 2 seconds at the start.
Whatever. Yeah. What's
Well, leather.
Is it? Yeah. Well, leather. Is his name Oogie Boogie?
Oogie Boogie Man, yeah.
He scared me. Yeah.
Why?
Because he's fucking scary.
You know there was a Nightmare Before Christmas PS2 game, right?
Oh, yes. I hate
Where
that boss battle
My
with him.
favourite thing is where Jack throws like the goo and he goes soul rubber.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I just.
Yeah.
It sounds like that Scooby Doo game where you collect something up and then because Scooby eats it when you collect it up, it goes.
I really don't know what you're on about. I've never owned a. Well, okay, I said my mum owns a PS2, and she brought it
Steal
home
it.
with her one day, and yeah, it doesn't work. We don't know what happened, but something's broken. It also reminds me of
That's
the time my
great, bro.
brother stuck like. I don't know. I think he's tried to stick like 2 Wii discs into our Wii at once, completely killed it. And yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Where
This will boost
Yeah,
the power of my drifts.
he comes up to my room.
Skrr.
He comes up to my room one day and he's like, "Yeah, come on, the Wii's not working." I'm like, "What have you done?" And he's like, "I tried to put in a disc, and then I like try and eject it, and I can like slightly see through it, and I see 2 little slits. I'm like, "The fuck have you done?"
I just really wanted to play Mario Kart and Mario Bros. Wii.
Oh, what the hell?
Is there a problem with that?
Back to my story.
Yeah, back to your story.
So we watched that before we went out to trick or treating.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
someone. I opened the door.
Yeah.
Someone in a Oogie Boogie outfit. In a it was fully in a sack.
Yeah.
He scared me.
Let me guess, you went to
And I had shit.
What's timing?
You know when he takes a string. Yeah.
My bugs. My bugs.
edit that picture.
Yes.
Um,
that I shit myself.
So before we go, I want to talk about Scooby Doo.
What?
Again.
You genuinely have like
Listen
a
here, listen
worrying
here, I will
obsession.
talk about
That
whatever
and
I wanna
Garfield.
talk
We
about.
could literally talk about the most depressing things, and like we could talk about depression and everything, and you'd be like, oh, Scooby Doo.
Right, the reason I want to talk about Scooby Doo is because in Scooby Doo, specifically I want to talk about the 4 ones that were released in the 90s. So Scooby Doo Return to Zombie Island, Scooby Doo Cyber Chase, Scooby Doo Witch's Curse, and there's another one that I'm forgetting. I know there is. What is it?
I don't know. I don't like. I'm not like you. I'm not a Scooby Doo like fucking fanatic.
There's like one more that I'm missing, and it's upsetting me.
Yeah. Whilst Finn researches that, Stranger Things season 4 like teaser trailer.
Yeah.
I could not be more happier.
Me neither.
I actually got around to watching episode 2 and 3 and I'm fucking hooked.
Exactly.
Man, the Demogorgon sick ass.
The other one was Scooby Doo and the Alien Invaders.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We'll talk about Stranger Things after I've gone through this because I'll forget it if I don't. Scooby Doo, those 4 movies were like I thought they were really really good. And Jay, I think you watched a few of those, didn't you?
What?
The Scooby Doo movies. So Return to Zombie Island, or no, on Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, Scooby Doo and the Witch's Curse, and what was the last one again? Scooby Doo Alien Invaders.
I've only watched live action ones.
I swear to God.
I only like the
so
live action
Those are the
ones.
animated ones. And Scooby Doo, so Scooby Doo Zombie Island is like the best one out there.
Yeah.
And it's because like they really tried to emphasize that on this, in this one, the monsters were real. Like they were real zombies, and they were real. Like they had cat monsters for some
Oh
reason.
yeah.
And it was like a huge emphasis on it, and it was really good. It was like a very very good movie. And then recently they made Scooby Doo Return to Zombie Island, where they are like, actually, it was just swamp gas.
Oh,
and
did
they
they
were
just retcon it
actors.
all?
Yeah, and they retconned it. And it hurt so much to like watch the movie. It's like I really, really like this movie, and it's like
I
one
mean,
of those things
okay,
that I watched. and
I
it's like,
get it. I get it because it makes it fit more in place with Scooby Doo, where nothing is real. It's all just people buggering about with people.
It's still fun though.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I think having at least a one-off thing where it is actually all real
See-
makes it more fun.
Yeah, and another issue is that they aged them down because they brought them back to their classic designs. In that movie, they didn't wear their classic clothing; they had different clothing on.
Oh yeah.
Except from Shaggy and Scooby Doo. But in that one, like,
Scooby wears clothes. Hold the fuck up.
yes, he wears his collar. No, they'll occasionally change his collar colour. But they changed the clothing too. And Daphne had like a job, and she was like an actual reporter. And then they changed that oh, my summer project, and it's like, excuse me. Did you just depower a woman live on stage?
Oh god, no.
Oh god.
Keep it away from Tumblr at all fucking costs.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Why
No.
is Velma so thick in the
What
first
the?
film?
Are you fuck's sake?
Right.
Jay.
Bruh, Velma got dead ass.
What did you just say?
Them got that booty.
Who's your mommy?
Basically, Jay wants to know why Thelma's so fucking thick.
Right, Velma is not thick.
Thick
Jay
with
just
at
wants-
least
Jay wants to-
forces.
Why is it like cleavage?
Well, right. The reason that is because James Gunn, the person that directed those movies, wanted the
Wait,
first
that
movie.
James Gunn
yeah,
did
James
that?
Gunn.
Oh
He-
my
Yeah,
god.
Did you not? Did you not?
He did the
know?
screenplay,
Really?
but the issue with it is that he came out and like people would come out and said this. He wanted the first movie to just be entirely boobs.
Oh
He
dear
wanted
god.
the first
Titties.
movie
liked it.
just to be entirely boobs, and he almost had his way, but then they didn't go.
I mean,
with
it would explain a
it.
lot.
And
I
he
mean,
toned
you know,
it-
like
he toned
Scooby Doo
it-
with tits would have been. Oh.
Sorry, but
he toned it down.
I mean, you have to Photoshop that now.
He toned it down for the second movie, but wanted another scene in there. So the scenes that he got to put in were obviously like the scenes where Daphne and where Scooby Doo wears go-go boots, and like I couldn't fit in your go-go boots, but Scooby could.
Oh dear god.
And then like the scene that the scene he decided to put in was Velma in the tight jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And also,
That's a lot of YouTube search history right there.
how do you feel knowing that in the first Scooby Doo movie, the dude that Velma hangs out with never had a name? So his
You're kidding.
So his IMDb listing just says Velma's friend. And it was in
Aw.
like 80 minutes of the movie.
Sorry, how do you be in like 80 minutes of film and not get a single
I know.
fucking name?
They didn't give a name, and his name is just Velma's friend, and it's on IMDb.
Okay, can you imagine if they actually called him Velma's friend? Just like
No, they did.
So whenever fucking Shaggy was like,
Oh,
oh,
no, no.
Velma's friend.
No. In the movie, I think they refer to him as that guy that Velma was with.
That guy.
I mean, why didn't they just do like? Why didn't they just call him like Mystery or something? I mean, they called Shaggy's girlfriend in that movie Mary Jane.
Oh god no. Bro, where's Sam Raimi when you need him?
On the topic of Scooby Doo or something. Well, we were always going to be on the topic of Scooby Doo.
I know. I think
always-
we should actually just
It's
rebrand everything
Scooby
to
time.
Scooby-Doo.
Off the scoop of our head. But with Scooby Doo and the keeping on in like the love theme of Scooby Doo is in the Alien movie, they brought in fucking
Nice.
Words are very hard.
they brought in two aliens who dressed up as hippies. There was a golden retriever and there was a Native American woman.
Okay.
And
Christ.
Shaggy and her fell in love in the movie.
Okay.
And like he sings a whole song called Groovy, which is pretty decent.
That's
but
that.
I'm not gonna,
Okay, I'm gonna
not
gonna
play it.
Google that one. Eh?
Say the words.
I refuse.
No, let's just not.
but,
We'll drop in a Discord or something. tonight.
Yeah, we'll put it in Discord. Join the off the top of our heads Discord. It'll be in the description.
It will. And our Spotify.
But in that movie, he sings a whole
the
song.
iTunes.
He sings a whole song about it, and in the movie,
Cheers, news.
even after even after Shaggy realizes he can't be with this woman, he still tries his hardest to get her back to a time planet. It's like, oh, Shaggy.
Oh, he wants that too.
I'm gonna hit it, man. I'm gonna go wild.
From behind.
Gotta get that alien.
Gonna get that
coochie.
space ass.
No, gotta get that extraterrestrial.
Snacking on that
coochie.
space booty.
That's amazing.
Bruh, he no like this. That is the day when
Better than
Shaggy.
Scooby
I was
snacks.
gonna say that's the day that Shaggy learned he doesn't want Scooby snacks anymore.
Yeah.
Tommy doesn't want to play with the fire engine anymore.
Thomas had seen everything, and it was time to go.
To pound the
So,
woman.
Before we finish, Stranger Things.
Yes.
Anyone want to finish talking
Yes.
about?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, for
So, season 4 trailer. Well, teaser trailer. All it is the sort of. All it is the logo that then gets corrupted by.
Yeah, does
It
it
doesn't get,
start-
no,
doesn't
it,
it start
gets,
like-
it gets overtaken. It doesn't
Yeah,
get corrupted.
well, it's yeah. So it's kind of like corrupted, overtaken by the Upside Down, and
Whoa,
then
whoa. Can we skip the spoilers just because I don't know
there
what any of
aren't
this
spoilers.
is
It's a
yet?
teaser trailer.
I
with-
don't know what the fuck the Upside Down is
eh,
yet.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Is that where hang on, is that where the place that woman goes and she gets dragged up by
Yeah.
a Demogorgon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dank. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
hold
so-
on.
Oh, that's a nice
so
breeze
I'm,
as
I'm gonna
well.
actually play the trailer, so we're gonna
Okay.
be able to see it, but no, everyone will be able to hear it. But because I really wanna just make it.
Yeah.
So
Actually, hang on, put up on my laptop as well.
you see in the trailer, obviously, at the moment what you're hearing is they show the 4, and then you hear this,
Oh, that's nice.
and they're like, you see like the thing get corrupted and taken over, and I swear you can hear a Demogorgon sound if you listen.
Yeah, the slight sort of gurgling.
And then you get that and then you get that clock, and it's like, whoa.
Okay, but the thing is, right, before this trailer dropped,
They changed
the
their logo
Stranger-
to a clock, didn't they?
yeah, and the Stranger
Twitter.
Things Twitter account put an upside down smiley face and then a picture of a
clock,
clock. So at first I thought it was like, oh, time to go to the upside down.
Yeah.
What?
But the thing is, right, they said, okay, so at the end of the trailer it says we're not in Hawkins anymore. Everyone is saying, oh, okay, take off your headphones,
No, because I
Cameron.
can still fucking hear you, idiot.
Okay, fine. Yeah, just leave.
Yeah, you might want to leave.
Alright, hang on,
Like,
I'll be back in like
genuinely
5.
Spoilers.
Cam's gonna dip so that he doesn't get spoiled for Stranger Things.
I'm trying
Okay, so it says at the end of the trailer we're not in Hawkins anymore.
They're going to Russia. Yeah.
Everyone is saying Russia. I think it's mostly going to be the Upside Down.
Yeah,
Just
right.
because of the
I
way the
think-
trailer is
I
portrayed.
think that they're going to do. I'm going to make a Minecraft reference there, but I think what they're going to do is something like what they do in Minecraft. But when you go into the Nether, you travel 8 blocks per 1 block that you travel. Per 1 block in the Nether that you travel. If you travel 1 block in the Nether, you travel 8 blocks in the Overworld. Maybe they're
Okay.
going to do something like that with the Upside Down, or Eleven's superpowers where she can
Yeah.
like go into the void. Maybe they're going to do something like that so they can get to like maybe she'll. My theory for this is that they're going to tap into Hopper, who I believe is mentally destroyed but still alive in
yeah.
Russia. I reckon they're going to tap into him, bring him back. And then go to Eleven's going to go to Russia through
See,
mental
I
ways.
don't think he's in Russia.
He is. I think he
I
is.
think he's in the Upside Down.
if he's
I
right,
I
see,
actually, oh sorry.
you see, the thing is though, you know when they shoot the beam into the portal in season
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
that could have, you know when like flashes,
Yeah.
he could have been grabbed by the main flyer then. But does that mean that we're going to get flayed Hopper?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Which would be terrifying because
That
we
would be
know that Hopper has like, from the end of season 3, we know that Hopper is like a really good fighter
yeah. Oh
when he
Jesus.
needs to
Well,
That is gonna be fucking scary.
be.
Though,
So,
man.
flayed Hopper would be like the most terrifying experience.
That would be
I'd ever
fucking
witness.
like, cursed Hopper.
But
you gotta
Jay,
come with me, Eleven.
Jay, what do you think? What do you think it's going to be about?
What I think is, yeah, you know that it obviously go in the trailer.
Yeah.
Sees it changed to the upside down.
Yeah, and it was rooted, wasn't it? It was like completely wrapped around it. There was no light showing from it.
Yeah, I think that obviously, I think like the mind flare is still alive.
I don't think he is. I think it's
Not the
Demogorgon.
mind flare. I think obviously because the gateway's still open
Yeah.
in Russia. Obviously.
Well, we believe it to be
Yeah.
open. They have a Demogorgon. We don't know whether or not they have a
Yeah,
gateway.
exactly.
They could have a gateway, but so far it's shown that
Okay,
Hawkins is the only way to get there.
I just want to say something, right? You know how at the end of the season 3, the sort of extra scene they have after the... Is it after the credits?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they let the Demogorgon out of its sort of little hidey hole to feed on the Russian guy...
It's a white one as well.
Yeah. How do
Great.
they get the Demogorgon back into the hole?
I
They open it back
I
up.
guess they're like
Yeah, but what? Is he just going to willingly crawl
no,
in?
I guess they're probably like I guess they probably like cow prod it or something in there.
I mean, I just find it really funny. It's like, oh yeah, this Demogorgon's just going to willingly crawl into this little fucking
At
one
first,
by
I
one.
thought at first it was a Demodog because of the way it moved.
Yeah,
and then it
yeah,
stood
and it
up.
stood up.
I was
He's
like,
like, big boy.
If it was a Demodog, I would have been like, okay, that's more believable because there was a lot of Demodogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and then,
one thing.
And then it like it's when it stands up, you're like, oh my god.
Hold
a
on.
Gorgon.
You know, in the first season,
Yeah.
the big Demogorgon.
Yeah.
What if it's that one?
No, he's white.
11,
Damn it.
11 also fucking end. You
Wait,
saw
no, no.
him.
What if
get
it's that one?
dusted.
What if it's that one, but put back together because it's white and it died in a white explosion?
Yes.
What if it's that
Bro,
one?
what the
Yes.
fuck?
Boom.
What is this?
What if it's just been changed to a white Demogorgon?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, we will see
that why
in
there's a
season
chain?
4, which
Yeah. We'll see in season
people
four.
are saying it's probably going to come out in November 2020. It won't be as long as a wait between season
2020.
No,
one
here's
and
the thing.
Serious.
If they do want to do it whilst they're still kids, they'll do it this
So
year.
yeah, they would no.
But-
They'll probably do it next
Yeah,
year
it'll be
because
2020.
they've only just started filming apparently.
But if they're not going to do it so they're children anymore, they'll wait until a year later.
Yeah.
Because they could age the characters up now and it would still be fine because they were quite old in season 3.
Yeah, they were about what 15ish, and then Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve
They're
are all
yeah,
about
they're like-
18, 19.
No, they're
right?
20.
They're not 20, are
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they're 20.
No.
Jonathan's 20. Nancy's 19.
Nancy!
Steve is like 19 as well.
Damn.
Robin's about 18. Robin's like a year below him. But the kids are like, they were 11 and 12 in the original series.
Yeah.
So now they're like 16, 17. But I reckon that they're going to go with it where the kids are going to be in college. That's why they're not in Hawkins.
Yeah, true actually. Well, because obviously, you know, the buyers and the addition of 11
Yeah,
moved
they
away
moved
at
away.
the end of because you know, welcome to Hell.
Welcome to Hell, Scoob. Yeah. So we're going to bring Cameron back in now, which means you're not going to hear but here's
Which-
an epic talk about Stranger Things season 4.
It also means that this is the end of the podcast.
And so
Yes.
like 11 dies.
And and with that, our podcast comes to an end.
I have a little word to say.
Connell has some words. Connell, speak.
Okay, so recently we have gotten the first episode of this podcast on Spotify. Yeah. And this episode will be going up on Spotify and YouTube at the same time. Yeah. That also means, well, so yes, so now we have it on Spotify, so you get 2 viewing ways, which is, it's really good, because that means more viewers and more money! But it's good because, you know, we can get a bigger platform to sort of spread and have more people enjoy our stuff.
We can spread our seed further.
Ooh. We are also, it should be on iTunes in the next couple of days as well. We will announce it on the Discord, which we have. Link in the description. Yes, Discord link in the description. It'll give announcements to everyone whenever there's a new episode or some news about the team going on.
Discord will be linked as well.
I
Yeah.
did just say that.
Oh yeah, shut up.
Discord.gg.
So yeah, that's it. It should be on iTunes soon. It's on Spotify. It's obviously on YouTube. And yeah, that's it.
And again, another thanks to Starl and Potato Man for
And another thanks to
promotions.
Jaders.makeup for that promotion on Instagram.
Yay.
Jay, do you have anything that you want to say before we go?
Next week you'll be joined by me. as the host.
Awesome.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And next week
Oh,
we'll
no.
have 2 extra hosts. We'll have
Well, no, 2 guests. We'll have 2
special guests.
2 guests of Dusty
and
and
Smackhead.
who are our good friends.
Oh, and Jay.
Who are our
Jay,
friends?
you know me and you were going to be sharing that.
Who are friends? Who are our? No,
Because we
I'll
have-
probably end up sharing it with Jay so I can control the computer, bitch.
Oh, okay.
But it will be joined
I'm
by
host after.
joined by
Thanks.
RB Central, who is on YouTube if you want to check him out, and Joe. Don't know his last name.
Ignore
Joe.
him. Joe shouldn't
Um,
exist.
Joe Boo.
So
Alright, let's all shut the
right,
fuck
okay,
up
everyone-
so someone can do the outro.
right, so thank you everyone for tuning into the Off the Top of Our Heads podcast. I've been Finley. There's been Connell.
Hello and goodbye.
There's been Jay,
Hello.
and there's been
Bye
Cameron.
bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Have a wonderful evening, and please tune into the next one. This was Off the Top of Our Heads. Goodbye.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?